All right, my good people, I hope you all are having an amusing day. In today's video, guys, we are going to discuss an important something on PULSECHAIN. So this is about how many million or billion PULSECHAIN you need to have in order to retire in this bull cycle. So it's not about hyping PULSECHAIN is going to do 1000s, oh blah blah blah, and you are just holding 5 million PULSECHAIN. I'm sorry, this bull run is not for you. Maybe in the next bull run you can hold 5 million and it will worth something. But in this bull cycle, in our target price that we are targeting on this bull cycle, I'm going to explain in detail how many million, billion PULSECHAIN you need to have in order to retire, depending on the continent you are in. So if you are in Africa, obviously you are not going to need the same amount of money that somebody in America needs to retire. You know, in America, like you need to have a million. Like I'm going to explain it in detail for you to understand. All right. So I'm not a financial advisor, just for a disclaimer. Don't come here and say, oh, because of me, undercover, I lose my money. Obviously, you are going to lose your money in crypto. Crypto is a high risky, high reward game that we are playing here. And you need to be smart in order to make money with crypto. You need to be thinking 24 hours. Without thinking, you cannot make money in crypto. You can never. So you have to be smart. You have to be patient. A lot of things are involved in crypto. I guarantee you that if you bring your money here, you are going to lose your money. That is a guarantee. You are going to lose your money. But if you stay focused, if you stay put, obviously you are going to recruit, you are going to recover every single dime that you lose. So let's dive into this today's video and let's talk about how many million PULSECHAIN that we need to have in order to retire in 2025. All right, let's go with America. So if you are in America, like if you are in America, obviously you need, let me say you need $10 million to retire, or even $5 million. Let's see, let's go. Let's ask ChatGPT how many million how many million do people in America need to retire. No need to ask. No need to start browsing and asking, so that I'm not going to make the video to be long. All right. So, but let me say, if you are in America, you need an average of $3 million to $5 million to $10 million to retire. So, if you don't have this kind of amount of money in America today, because of the inflation, because of the where things are going up, if you don't have that money in your bank account, I'm sorry, no retirement for you. So you have to have a range of $3 million to $5 million to $10 million in order for you to retire comfortably. So this money, with this money in your bank account, you put it in treasure bill and you're receiving 10%, 20% every year. My brother, you are good to go. You are good. You don't need to work again. So in order to achieve this goal, how many million PULSECHAIN do you need? This is where undercover cryptocurrency came in. All right, this is my work to tell you how many million PULSECHAIN you need to have as an American citizen that want to retire in 2025 with PULSECHAIN. All right, I know a lot of you are still doubting if PULSECHAIN will do this, but I'm guaranteeing you that PULSECHAIN is going to do 100s. So I am calculating this based on 100s. All right, based on what? 100x. Even I'm calculating this based on 100 to 60x. So this is the amount of money you need to have in order for you to retire if PULSECHAIN do 100s, which is more realistic. So I don't want to start calculating it on 10,000s, or it's not realistic. I don't want to calculate it on 1,000s because it's not realistic. So I want to do something very, 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 very realistic, something that can happen in the next 6 months. All right. So if you are listening to this, if you are seeing this video as of August 6, 2025, you are highly opportune. Like, you have the best opportunity in the whole world to retire in 2025. So as an American citizen who want to retire in 2025, and PULSECHAIN is sitting at 300 million market cap, and for PULSECHAIN to go to a $200 million market cap, and for PULSECHAIN to go to 100x, we need about 100 billion a market cap for Porschein to pull 100x, just to go from all-time low. I'm calculating this from all-time low. Remember that I told you guys to start accumulating when Porschein was 17. So I'm calculating this from all-time low. So for it to go to 100s from all-time low, that is a 201. That is could be 100s from the bottom. So I'm not calculating it from here so that you are not going to mistake. So that could be 100s from bottom. So as an American citizen, you need to have at least 3 billion token. So 3 billion token, if you are holding 3 billion token, which is as of today price, I don't know, 1 billion token is $43,000. So, but if you bought it during the time that I was shouting, screaming, begging you to buy, you could have bought it with $17,000, 1 billion. So today, you need 3 billion tokens. Or if you are sophisticated enough, you need 10 billion token, 3 to 10 billion token in order for you to retire comfortably in 2025. So if you put this amount, you can go and check how much is 3 billion token worth and how much is 10 billion token worth. This is the amount of money you need as an American citizen to retire comfortably. You don't need to work again ever in your life. So if you have $200,000, $100,000 that you are not doing anything with it, I am pleading with you, put it on PULSECHAIN, come back in next 6 months. You don't need to work for the rest of your life. Remember that we have most of people that are watching me are from 45, 35, 25 to 47 years. So we still have a lot of time to retire. So some of us are going to retire even before 40. Some of us are going to retire even before we get to 50 years. All right? So most of you watching me are in this age category. So you have done yourself a favor. You don't need to wait to 60 years for you to retire. You don't need to. You have a lot of time to enjoy your life. Imagine you are going to walk from 20-something to 60 years and you retire. If you retire at 60, what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't enjoy woman. You can't even do nothing. You just have more 10 years to live and you die. So the goal is to retire at 45, 46, 47, 50. Even if we retire at 50, is not even okay to me. All right. But now we have to retire in next 6 months. That is why we are going hard on this. That is why you need 3 billion token to 10 billion token to retire as an American citizen. You're in America, this is the money you need. Because if Porschein do 100S, your 3 billion token will worth $3 million. So with $3 million, in my next video, I will tell you what you are going to invest when Porschein hits that 100S. With $10 million, you are not going to be broke again. You are going to retire comfortably. Now, if you are in Europe, all right, if you are in Europe, you don't need the same amount of money that American citizens need in order for you to retire, you know. So what you need is 2 billion to 5 billion. That is what you need. So if you are in Europe, you need $2 million. Once Porschein hits 100x from all-time low. I'm not calculating from here. I'm calculating from all-time low, which if Porschein hit 2001, that could be 100x. All right. So your 2 billion will worth $2 million, and your 5 billion will worth $5 million. So this is what you need in order for you to retire. Very easy. So it's not even hard. So imagine you listen to me and put $60,000 to $70,000 when we are doing the bottom. When I was pleading with you, just like I'm pleading here now, and some of you are calling me all kinds of names. But it doesn't matter to me because I know even if one person retire from this my analysis, I'm going to be grateful. I have achieved my goal. All right. So you are in Europe. This is what you need: 2 billion Porschein or 4 billion Porschein if you are sophisticated enough, depending your income that you are making. But this is the amount of money you need. If you make this money, you don't ever need to work again. All right. So I have talked about America, I have talked about Europe. Now, if you go to the Middle East, of course, life is cheap, life is fair over there. So you need $2 billion to $3 billion. No, sorry, I said $3 billion. I mean, you need 2 billion Porschein to 2 2 billion to 3 billion portion in order for you to retire if you are from the Middle East. This is the money that you need for you to retire comfortably. You don't need to work again. All right. So mind you, I will be posting video next time. I'll be telling you after you cash out. You don't need to use this money to build a house. You don't need to go and buy a house. I will tell you how you can be multiplying this money for you to stay ahead of inflation, because fiat currency is dead. So you need to be smart in order to retain this money. It's not about making this money. You can waste it, use it, and buy a mansion of $3 million, buy Bugatti of $1 million. Tomorrow you come here and looking for 100S again. All right? The opportunity is not going to be guaranteed that it's going to come again. So you need to make this money your retirement benefit. Don't play with it. So in my next video, I will talk about what you need to invest with that money. Now, let's go to Africa. My African brothers, come here. We don't, in Africa, what you need to have, for you to retire if you're from Africa, is not the same amount of money that a US citizen need. All right. So I am analyzing this based on living standard of living, how income are coming, how much you need to survive. So if you are in Africa, if you are sophisticated enough, what you need is 1 billion portion. 1 billion portion. I repeat, what you need is 1 billion portion, or 500 million portion, or worst case scenario, 200 million portion. That is what you need. So if you're in Africa, make sure, sell your land, do everything. I'm not a financial advisor, please. But at least if you are sophisticated enough, if you are sophisticated enough, you need 1 billion portion at least, just 1 billion portion. So that when it gets to 100x, you have $1 million. So with $1 million in Africa, you can retire comfortably. You don't need to work again in your entire life. I'm telling you. And if you don't have that, with $500,000, which is 500 million portion, if it goes to 100x, you don't need to retire. You don't need to work again ever in your entire life. In the worst case scenario, maybe you don't have that kind of capacity, then you need at least 200 million to 100 million portion, because with $200,000 and $100,000, you can manage that money for the rest of your life. Remember I said I am going to show you investment that you will do with this money that will be giving you at least 20% to 30% yearly, annually. So with this kind of money, as an African, you are good to go. You are going to retire. So if you're not holding this kind of money that I called now on portion, I'm sorry, you are just here telling us up. I am being honest with you. Unless you want to invest $20 or $10 or $100, maybe if you do 100S, you have at least $10,000 to $5,000. Maybe you take that money out. In the next bear market, you use it and come back to the market. And then you buy more portion. And then in the next bull cycle, you retire. That is how you are going to play this game. But if you want to retire this year, 2025/2026, these are the amount of money you need to put on portion here. So at least if you're in Africa, if you have $43,000 at this level, it will get you 1 billion portion. If you have at least $20-something thousand, it will get you 500 million portion. All right. Or again, if you have $8,000, it will get you 200 million portion. So these are the money you need to put on portion for you to retire this year. Like I said, if you happen that you don't have this money, like you are wondering, asking me undercover, how can I do it? I have $200, I have $1,000. This is how you do it. Buy 20 million portion or 10 million portion. When you go to 100x, that should be $20,000. All right. If it hit $20,000, you take that $20,000 out, you put it down in USDT. All right. Wait for the bear market. It will fall back. Portion will fall back to 92%. So that 92%, you take that $20,000, put it back. If you learn back another bull market again, then you are a millionaire. So that means you need more 4 years to retire if you have if you have $2,000 from here. So if you are here, you have $2,000. What you need to retire is 4 more years. But if you have this kind of a money that I'm calling now, you need just 6 months to retire. You see it? Now, I want you to ask yourself, can you tell me any business or any work that you can do that can give you this kind of analysis that can make you retire in 2 years? Never. There's no work. Even if you are a policeman for the 36 years, you will end up broke. Even if you work in an oil company, you will end up broke. That is why I say crypto is one of the greatest inventions that happened to humankind. And some of you are doubting me. All right. So if you are holding this, you are in this position, congratulations, your retirement is just 6 months. So watch out for my next video so that when we get this money, I will tell you how you are going to invest it in mutual fund, the sectors you are going to invest it. If you are in America, I will tell you the investment you need to do. The greatest financial mistake we do is when we get money, we buy car, we buy house. That is the worst investment any human being can do in this history, in this whole universe. You don't need to buy house. You don't need to build anything. You just need to invest that money. Let cash flow take care of those expenses. So I will be making video telling you how much, how you are going to invest this money after we're done with 100S. Remember, our goal here is to stay rich and rich forever. We are not here to go to the club, blow the money away, come back and look for 100S. Never. It's not going to happen under my watch. All right. So if you are here, you want to start making money with crypto, thank you. You have hit the jackpot, because Undercover is here to guide you on your journey to crypto land. All right. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are setting the notification bell so that anytime I come up with this kind of my video, you are going to be notified. So thank you for watching, and make sure you stay crypto. Make sure you stay healthy. Make sure you stay out of trouble. We are about to become a millionaire. And some of you, don't let the money trigger you to lose your control. Remember, we are grinding so hard, and we waited for so many years for this moment to come. And finally, we are here. So make sure you stay crypto and you stay blessed.